Hey you guys, Conscious Mary here. Today we're going to get into 5 things you cannot be doing and claim to be woke. Claim to be woke. Alright? And these are just 5 things. There are plenty more things that we can throw on the list. But I'm gonna start off with 5 of what I feel like are the most important things that you cannot be doing and claim to be woke. You can't claim to be woke. You can't claim to be conscious because you aren't, quite frankly. So, all right, let's jump into it. And these are in no certain order of importance. They're all fucked up things to be doing. So let's jump directly into it. We'll start with one of the things. If you know me, if you follow me on social media, or I just know I've mentioned it, again, especially if you know me in person, anybody who knows me in person. If you listen to trap music, especially on a consistent basis, don't get me wrong, I got a couple of little songs that you might consider a little trap myself that I may get hyped up to. It's probably just because it's featuring maybe Big Sean or J. Cole or something even there. But again, like I said, maybe one or two. But if you are listening to trap music on a consistent daily basis, if that's the only music you listen to, if that's the only music that you know about, if you hyped up and you still rapping about shooting niggas, calling women bitches and hoes, saying how, I got more bitches than you, this bitch, she just meant for her pussy, bounce that ass. If you listening to music like that, okay, if you still just listening to music like that, if, again, all your music is talking about hating another black man and you a black man, things like that, what you put into your mind, what you listen to, is the same type of person you become. All of these things guide us back and connect all the dots to why we are the way that we are, quite frankly, at the end of the day. So, trap music. If you're still listening to trap music and this is your consistent, constant music that you are listening to, and you don't know about anything else, and I'm not saying rap, there's real rap out there. We all know real rappers. Some of my favorite rappers, J. Cole, Big Sean, I like Chance the Rapper, Jid, if y'all know anything about Jid, just real rappers who you hear rap about real things, quite frankly, okay? So, you can't be listening to trap music all day, every day. This is the only music you know about, but yet you keep trying to say you woke, okay? No. Okay, what's next? Reality TV. Ooh, Lord. If y'all still running around watching Love and Hip Hop, honestly, I don't even know the names of all of them because it's a fucking joke to me. You won't catch me watching. But if you're consistently watching these reality TV shows that are, again, all of these shows are completely made up. These aren't reality at all. So if you are one of those people who know every week episode, you know what's going on in every one of those people who are on these shows live, or you think you do, the version show, the TV show of what's going on in these people's lives, you are not woke. When you are spending your time, I talked about this in one of my previous videos. The comparison is the thief of all joy. When you are watching all of these reality TV shows, when you're watching these things, at the end of the day, you are comparing your life to theirs. Since these people are supposed to be celebrities, and they're supposed to be rich, and they're supposed to be famous, whether you consciously are aware of it, quite frankly, the subconscious runs our complete life. Whether you're consciously aware of it or not, you are comparing your life to theirs. Little things that they're doing, you're trying to start doing things that they're doing, maybe wearing little clothes they're wearing, and you even start saying little sayings that you see them saying on the show. These are little things you're doing, thinking that this is how people with money, this is how celebrities and stuff act. You're comparing yourself. And as I talked about in the previous video, you can't really figure out who you are, what you need to be doing, how you need to be healing, how you can be evolving, how you can be manifesting, how you can be using your power to bring things to you the correct way when you are too busy comparing yourself to somebody else's way of doing things. That's not how it goes. And that's all this reality TV does. All it does is take your mind and consumes it with other people's lives, so you're not focusing on your life the way you need to. Okay? So you can't be watching reality TV, y'all. If you're still watching reality TV, again, especially on a consistent, constant basis, you are not woke, darling. You are not woke, y'all. You can run around talking about conspiracy and the government and Black Lives Matter, yada yada. You're not woke if you are still deep into your reality TV, okay? Because you're too busy worried about somebody else's life. You have no idea what's going on in your life, and quite frankly, you're creating everything around you, okay? 3. We've gotten through 2 of the things already. 3. What are we gonna do? 3. I guess again, since we just been talking about reality TV, gossiping. If you are a gossiper, you know who you are. You were just triggered a little bit. You get a little angry. If you be gossiping, if you always talking about somebody else's life, and honestly, you're probably a gossiper if you're watching reality TV, because that's just a bunch of drama. You just like to see drama and feel like maybe your life is a little calm or something right now. Or again, you're comparing. But if you gossiping, if you're so busy talking about other people, even down to when you out, you run into the grocery store, you out at the grocery store, maybe with your partner, maybe with a friend, maybe even by yourself, okay? Because it's possible to gossip when you're by yourself too, okay? The mind, how that mind go, where she's going, and you feel like somebody's walking past you and you need to talk about what they have on, talk about how they looked, how they're shaped, things like that. You're a gossiper. Again, gossiping gets you nowhere. You're so busy trying to avoid your own insecurities and your own problems that you're finding any reason to be able to stay away from the topic of you, right? That's all that gossiping is. That's all that gossiping is. It's just the fear of really focusing on you and what you got going on. Okay, so when you're so busy talking about somebody else, when you're that person that everybody go to, or who's going to everybody else, telling everybody everybody's business, who feel like they got to be in everybody's business, and then talking about what this person did with who, oh, she shouldn't be worried about that nigga, etc., just things like that. Even family members, we all have family members who we know gossip a lot about our family members, quite frankly. It could be in your closest family. It could be one of your siblings or something, maybe, who's a gossiper, who's gossiping. If you're constantly talking about other people's lives, you cannot focus and take the time that you need to be thinking about what's going on with you in your life, okay? And like I said, you are a creator. You are creating everything in your life. So if you are so busy constantly talking and thinking about other people and what's going on in their life, okay, you can't focus on yours and pay attention. And like I just said, figure out who you are, what you truly want, where you're truly headed, and begin to bring that in and call that in and manifest that in. You're not really woke. You're still deep asleep. You're still deep in the matrix. You're still distracted as hell from what your true power is, what you can really be doing, okay? So I said 3 things you can't be doing and say that you are woke, okay? 4, you can't not be reading, okay? You can't just be getting your source of information from what Instagram means and Instagram posts and your Twitter page and things like that. You have to actually be reading, down to articles, down to different magazines, down to different books. And you can't just have one book you're reading and think that that's considered reading. If you're somebody who's running the church every Sunday, you know what one book I'm talking about. You can't just have one book you're reading and think that qualifies as you reading, okay? No, reading is the way that we open our minds, that we learn and get to see different perceptions through different people. It's the way we learn different truths, and we get to start to discover which one feels more correct to us, which one brings us higher, makes us feel more worthy. All of these things, reading takes you to a whole new realm. Okay, it teaches you a whole new expansion of things. You just, like I said, you get to take in so many different opinions and perception while still getting to choose for yourself which one feels best to you. Okay, so expand your mind. Expand your mind. Open your mind up. That's what really being woke. That's what really being conscious is. Is genuinely realizing all the other options out there that you have to take. Okay, and you can't do that by just thinking there's only one way to do that. And you can't learn by standing in one place. By again just having one book you're reading. Then you're only getting that one perception. You're only getting that one truth. You're only getting that one truth, and there's no such thing as one way to do something. There's no such thing as one way to do something. There are multiple ways to get things done. There are so many different just energies and realms and just an abundance of knowledge out here there is for you to grab and learn and figure out which one is really meant for you. And that's why we all have to make sure we are reading books. If you are not reading, if you somebody who ain't picked up a book since you had to, since you was in high school, since you was in your last college course or whatever, if you're only reading the books that you're being told to in order to pass your classes, again in school, whether in college, whether in high school, whatever, if those are the only books you're reading, if you're not picking up any of your own books, on your own inquiry, on your own want, and reading through them and figuring out what it's about, you aren't woke. You are not woke. You are not woke. You are not conscious. Because you are still in one way of seeing something. You are only seeing things one way. And when we talk about woke, it's about all your eyes opening up. And you can't do that when you're still only seeing through one perception. Through one way of seeing something. And the only way to change that is to read, is to learn, is to grab all the knowledge that's out here. We're in a whole different age. We have audibles, we have our phones with us and shit all the time. Instead of listening to music, pick a book, play it on your audible, listen to that. Pick up a book, take it with you. We're just in a whole new decade. You don't have to go all the way out to a bookstore anymore. You can order your stuff online and sent to you. You can order it and you have it right there on PDF. If you want to read it on your computer, read it on your phone. So if you're not reading, then you are choosing blissful ignorance, quite frankly. And that's not being woke. Okay? And again, you sticking to one book, whatever book you may have grown up on, again, you know what I'm talking about. That's not considered reading. That's not being woke. You are only seeing through one eye, through one version, through one perception. And you cannot expand your mind. You cannot really become conscious if you're not reading. Okay, so that's 4 to not be reading. You cannot not be reading and claim to be woke. Okay. And 5, I'm gonna wrap it up at 5. And I know a lot of y'all about to really be hit with this one. Well, y'all about to be hit with this one. You can't still be eating like shit and claim to be woke. When I say eating like shit, let's go ahead and get into those details. Processed food. It's terrible. It just messes up so many things with your alignment and your vibration. You want to be healed and you want to grow, but you're causing disease in your body. And when your body is weak and is sick, it can't allow you, again, to pull in, to manifest, to create, be the creator that you really want to be. It's going to haunt you. So when we're eating all these crappy things, and we know now this is a whole new century and decade, so many things have come to light about the food that we are eating. Okay, and y'all know I don't eat meat. If you're still eating meat, you can still be on your journey. I don't want to completely take it from you, but if you are still completely devoured in all types of meat and you're not seeing anything wrong with it, okay? If you're not even trying to switch it up, if you're not trying to at least stop cutting out the red meat, maybe just go down to seafood, or maybe just eat meat once a week, or just trying to, because I know it's not the easiest thing in the world. I haven't spent my whole life not eating meat. I've only been meat free for probably the last 3 years. Okay, so I was a chicken addict once upon a time. My family was shocked when I told them I wasn't eating meat anymore, because they used to, tell me I was going to turn into a chicken. I used to do the joke all the time when I was younger, about me eating so much chicken. I love chicken. Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A, all those. I loved it, okay? But since I have stopped eating meat, I have evolved and kind of shot through the roof in elevation, and being able to create things around me. If you follow me on social media, you know about the situation that happened with my car, my protection. Like I said, my manifesting skills, everything has shot through the roof since I have allowed myself to be meat free, because it has, when we talk about toxic energy, that we don't, and y'all want to be quick to talk about cutting people off who got toxic energy. I'm cutting you off. Look, these folks ain't going to have them around. And again, your little rap songs, your little trap songs talking about not letting these folks be around you and shit like that. And you'll do that when it comes to people around you and people who you feel like trying you and things like that. But y'all don't realize toxic energy runs in everything around us. And that's a huge thing in the meat and the food you're eating. And that holds a lot of toxic energy in it. So when you're taking all the toxicness that's in this food and you are literally consuming it, you are literally putting that directly, physically into your body. And that things that we are doing physically will affect us mentally, spiritually, and everything else. So you can't be eating toxic, damaging food and expect to be woke, and expect to evolve, and expect to be conscious, and expect to be able to change your life and use your power and be aware of your power in the fucking first place, to even be able to start realizing how you can use it, right? That's what we must realize, that when we talk about energy and cutting things off that are bad for us, and what, like I said, negative energy, bad energy, that runs in our food too. Watch What the Health. If y'all still ain't watched What the Health yet, watch this shit. Let's be serious and stop just watching it but brushing it off because it's easier to brush it off. Again, that blissful ignorance. Because you done got so used to eating one way that you just like, whatever, I'll be fine. But you're literally creating disease and breakdown in your body. You are doing that to yourself. And I said, we are creators. We create our whole world. So years from now, don't be shocked when you get into the doctor and they like, oh, you got diabetes, oh, you got cancer, oh, you got a multitude of things. That goes down to that energy we are allowing ourselves to be a part of and take hold of. And that's your food. That toxicness in your food, you are directly putting that right into your body. When you are finding it okay to eat it, and then when you're saying it's okay to put that toxic energy into your body, you are giving off the energy to the whole universe of your worth. You're saying you're not worthy of health, of abundance, again, of good energy. You're opening the door to all this negative and bad to come in, and you're saying it's okay, this is what I want. And when you allow that to come in, all you got to do is open one door. You ain't got to open all the doors, and all the other toxic energy is going to find its way to that door and start coming into. Okay? So you can't stop doing one thing while you're still doing the fucking other and think that it's just going to be okay. We have to really dig into it and really take it serious. When it comes to me, if you all, again, know me or follow me on social media, you know that in the past I've suffered from seizures, right? And I had the worst seizures. I used to have them like every other week. At one point I had a 45-minute seizure. And this was at a point in my life where I was deep in like alcohol. and I was trying to say that because it was wine, it was okay. That it was better because it was made from grapes, so it was more natural. I was trying to find an excuse to make it okay, but I was still drinking alcohol every single day, all fucking day. The moment I woke up, if I was out, I would run to the store and have to get a bottle and things like that. That goes to food. That goes to toxicness. That's that toxic. You're still putting that toxic energy into your body, and you're expecting to get out positive results. That's not how it works. The law of attraction. That's not how it works. Okay? So, I'm going to try to go ahead and wrap this up and not keep going, because I can talk about this forever, as you see how passionate I get. But that was number 5. Number 5 was the food you're eating. So really think about that and consider that and start taking those steps. Like I said, if you ain't seen what the hell, watch What the Hell. And start changing your life. Start changing these things. If you really want to wake up and stop sleeping, stop being so deep in this matrix, if you're really choosing the red pill and you're really ready to create your own life, if you're really ready to be the boss of your own life, to come in tune with your power and start using it, these 5 things that I just named to you, if you're still doing any of these things, okay, start switching it. Start switching it. Start switching it, okay? Because it's 2020. The goal is to wake up. You should have been woke, but I get it. I'm going to let you a little bit off the hook, because the fact that you're here watching this means that it's your time. You can't keep avoiding it. It's going to keep coming for you, okay? So it's time to wake up. And these are 5 things you cannot be doing if you're claiming you're already woke. Some of you run around here saying you already woke. I'm so woke. I'm conscious. I'm this, I'm that. And you still listening to trap music. You still watching reality TV all the time. You still gossiping like crazy. You ain't reading no damn books except for that one book that you got to read. And you still eating crazy. You still eating a bunch of toxic food that has been told to you that it's toxic, and you're deciding that's okay and you're eating it anyway. Okay? You can't be doing these things and say that you're woke and say that you're conscious. So, alright, I guess I will go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you all. I will see y'all soon. And we'll just keep on our journey. Thank y'all for being here. I'll talk to y'all soon.